Hello, truckers. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are in Logan, Utah. It's a Monday, 8 o'clock. You know the routine by now. Let's go to bed, wake up, and we're trying to go towards California. Oh, look at the money rolling in. Yeah, we upgraded a garage at the end of last episode, Denver. So I got 2 spots open to buy some trucks. I just don't have the cash for it. So hopefully we'll work our way towards that today a little bit. Job market. Oh, I should also mention, yeah, I got the Idaho event done for myself, so I may get a bowl of chips in my truck at some point. Who knows? But anyways, let's go see what's on the market for us to go. Let's see. We got one going to the Dalles in Oregon. They're not expecting that. I'd have to deliver it by today, and I cannot do that. I'm not going to try. I can only drive 11 hours, and lately time has not been on my side. So I'm going to look for something kind of, I don't want to say short today, but wow, there's not much here to choose from, is there? Yowzers. There's one to Arizona. That's not Northern California, though, is it? What about Boise? Boise is not far enough. Cheyenne's the wrong direction. And we got one to Farmington, New Mexico, but not really what we're looking for. Well, there's only the place we can look is external contracts. Let's load that up and see what we got here. Let's go into Logan. Nevada, Utah, Nevada, Arizona, San Diego. That might be too far for one day. It's got to be a one-day trip because external contracts, I need to finish in that one day. Sacramento is still way too far. Salem? How far is Salem? That's too far. Farmington is kind of, I mean, it's right distance, but the wrong direction. Oh, how about, yeah, not quite far enough. That's way too far. Las Vegas would not be a bad one to do. It's TVs. So it's Fragile, and I got a lot of points in the Fragile stuff. It's not Northern California, but it might be. What page was that on? That's on the 4th page. Let me scan here. All right, so I did some scanning, and this is about the best trip I can find for us today, I think. So we're going to go to Best Buy, pick up some TVs, and bring them to Walmart. That is what we're going to do. So we got 6 real-time hours to get the job done. Hopefully it only takes us about an hour or so. It is Tuesday at 6:02 a.m. Current job is TVs from Logan, Utah to Las Vegas. Las Vegas is my original home in ATS. That's where when the game came out, I said, "Yep, that's where we're gonna put our home." And after about not many. I would say probably when I got to level 30, I could not wait to get out of Vegas, just because the traffic there was not the best. And I eventually moved my home to, I think, Sacramento. Actually, I'm going straight, so I could... get in this lane over here, because it looks like I got to turn left anyways. Follow this fire truck on down to here. Yeah, so I think $125,000 is what I really need to in order to be able to buy a truck and get ourselves another driver. I don't see that happening today. Can we get $15,000 in a day? Probably not, but it'll be sometime soon. Because, you know, more drivers you get in the road, the more money you bring in per day-ish, give or take. And someone did ask if I could start maybe getting a trailer some point soon. That will happen sometime soon, but I'm thinking it's going to be at least 5 or 6 episodes before that even happens. Because I want to fill up the Denver garage first, so... Actually, that sounds like a lot longer now I realize it. It's going to be a while. Because I'm going to need another $125,000 to get another driver going. What is the weight of this here? 27,000 pounds. Alright. So it's not too heavy. Let's get on the road here. And our ETA is 4 o'clock. Well, we'll see how it goes. Seems like the last more than a handful of episodes I've been running late. And where is all this traffic coming from? I mean, look at the traffic here. Alright, it's a Tuesday morning. I mean, I guess people are going to work, maybe, but come on, it's still 6 o'clock in the morning. And if I do get a trailer, I probably would like to have my own paint job on the trailer. Get something maybe to kind of match the truck a little bit. Trailers are something I haven't done modded-wise. And maybe I'll have to have a look as well. I haven't bought many trailers in ATS, period. I'm going to say, in my other series we did with ATS, without Realistic Economy, I think I bought maybe like 4 trailers or so. And trailers are nice for a while, but the problem is you get kind of stuck of what you can deliver. So, if I remember correctly, if I get a reefer trailer, I should be able to take dry goods and refrigerated goods, I think. Like I said, it's been a while. I'll have to check on it. Usually when I take my own trailer, though, I take my own trailer. We do deliveries for like 4 or 5 deliveries, and it's like, yeah, I like to expand my horizons a little bit. Which is kind of weird, because it's not like I'm actually looking behind me to see what I'm hauling for the most part in these videos. But it's just the fact of knowing what you are hauling is like the same thing. It's nice to kind of have something different. Like, we don't take many tankers. I don't run across the opportunity to take many tankers. I think I got them all unlocked as well. Okay, so he's stopping, so that traffic is stopping apparently all the way across. Didn't need to cut it that wide. You know, I'm going to get out in this lane right here. Speed limit of 35 to the city. I think we're still in Logan, Utah. Let's keep the speed limit down a little bit. Yeah, so for us to... Wait, am I turning there? I am. My bad. Yeah, so no, for us to be able to get a truck today, not only we have to bring in 15,000, but we have to bring an additional 6,000 in because, of course, at 11:30 in the afternoon, we do have that loan payment to make. Over here in this lane. Yeah, I knew that train would be coming. Just knew it. Yeah, so I got all those potato deliveries done because by the time you see this episode, actually, that event is actually over. I got it done just the day before it's actually over. Where's this train coming from? I mean, I hear it, but... Hello, Mr. Train. It's got to be coming from the right. There it is. I'm not really sure I know where the bowl of potato chips can go. There's a few things I can put in. I think there was 4 because the community did its job getting all the potatoes delivered. So we got 2 rewards for that, and personal rewards, I got 2 rewards for that. So, and actually when I checked my profile, I actually had other events that I forgot to activate on my Steam page. So I think going all the way back to last Christmas, I never activated those from getting those Christmas events done. Not that I'm going to put on a Christmas paint job anytime soon. Got a long ways before we do any of that, but usually for Christmas I put the Grinch on the truck. Usually that's what I do. Not last year, but the previous years, at least on my YouTube channel, my Christmas video was an ATS video, driving in the snow with a Grinch on it. But last year for Christmas, Why am I talking about Christmas in August? But anyways, last Christmas I did a farming simulator video. All right, that's enough of Christmas. I don't even want to think about middle of winter and all that stuff. It seems like it's far away, but, you know, I can't believe we're already midway through August. It's ridiculous how this summer has gone by. At least for me, anyways. We are turning left up ahead, so let me get over here. Yeah, I've been saying that in my farming simulator videos as well. A couple times, like, oh, you know, this series is going to be over before you know it. People, I had one comment when I first started talking, was like, dude, it was like late July, and I'm like, and Farming Simulator gets released November 22nd, is it? Something like that? It's like, yeah, you do realize 2 episodes a week. It's not going to be long before November's here, when you look at it that way. Time will fly by really, really quick. Yeah, this traffic pattern is something I am not used to. Hopefully no fines, accidents, mishaps today. That'd be nice. That's why I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm taking a short journey. But today, right now, hopefully it's not an overtime day. We like this a nice, smooth, easy ride. That's what I'm looking for. And of course, just as soon as I get on the interstate and up to speed, I'm going to have to stop at a way station. A nice, smooth, easy ride is what I'm looking forward to, because it seems like lately, like I said, I've been running late on time, getting detours when I don't really want them or need them. And before that, it was pretty much, you know, we were trying to get to a certain level for the paint job on the truck, and now I just like it to be kind of calmed down a little bit, be nice. And learn to shift when the rev limiter kind of gets maxed out on the truck, that'd be good too. Yeah, definitely it's time to expand the fleet. So that's why last episode we spent 75 grand. There's a car out there. 75 grand on upgrading the Denver garage. You want to turn? You want to turn? Yeah, that's right. Just slow right on down, turn. There you go. See, I get more trucks on the road. Bring in the cash a little bit quicker. Although I can't complain. The drivers have been really good. Although we did fire the first driver we ever hired. That's the first time I ever fired a driver as well in this series. And honestly, I can't remember his name, but man, he wasn't bringing, for the star rating he was not bringing in the cash at all. Oh, that's right, we're doing a contract, so the max speed you can do in a contract is 65. So I'll set the cruise at 65. Like I said, it should be okay today. You can see the ETA is already down to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I gotta kind of, I don't want to say I need to make up for the other days I worked overtime, so getting done early today, not a bad thing. I didn't look, but I think we might actually be going through Salt Lake City. If I'm going down to Vegas from Logan, I think we'll be going through Salt Lake City. Now, the reason why I didn't upgrade the Salt Lake City garage, and I think I showed it last episode, I can't remember, but they're kind of displaying that as a garage that you really haven't bought. So to upgrade that to a 3-truck garage, with realistic economy, I think it's $150,000 to purchase that. So upgrading our garages that are 3-truck garages to 5-truck garages cost 75 grand. So I'd much rather do that, because I'm only going to gain 2 spots in the Salt Lake City garage by upgrading to a 3-truck garage, because I'm taking up a spot in Salt Lake City. So that's why I don't upgrade that one. It just costs more to get the same amount of bays open. So we do have 4 garages other than Salt Lake City to upgrade from 3 truck to 5 trucks. And like I said, when I get that far, I don't, you know, as you can see how the money's coming in. We're talking a ways off. My plan is just right there, just upgrade the garages that we have other than Salt Lake City and fill those with trucks and go from there. Because that'll give us a total of, let's see, including myself, 17 trucks on the road. And I think that's enough, really. Because even with realistic economy, we are making decent amount of cash at this point. I think when we checked last episode, we were making $100,000 a week now as a company. And it's just going to get better and better because our drivers are going to rank up, get more levels and earn more cash as we will as also. And of course, here in about maybe next episode, might be buying another truck and hiring another driver. So we'll just add more to the fleet. Wait, I miscalculated on that. I said 8. No, we'll have 21 drivers on the road by the time we upgrade all the garages. Bad math on my part there. So yeah, we'll have 4 full garages. That's 5 trucks. That's 20 trucks, including myself. 21. Math 101. I failed on that one badly. I didn't even see how much we're getting paid on this journey. I remember the beginning, it was like, oh, where's all the money at? Because we needed money. Now it's like, I want to go this direction. Just give me something that's kind of in that direction. And it's kind of weird, even with the base game contracts and external contracts, I couldn't really find nothing going kind of the direction we want. So from Vegas, hopefully we can find something shooting up to Northern California just to see kind of what's going on up there. Because that was reworked when this patch came out, and yeah, I was going to cruise up there just to see what's what. My brain still remembers what it was like a couple years ago going to Northern California, and they redid it a while ago, and now they've redone it again. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how it is from what I remember a couple years ago. It's funny how the brain works. I can remember the way it looked a couple years ago, but even on this profile, we've been up to Northern California, and I'm going to go up through there again and be like, I don't know what they changed. I kind of cut that guy out before he even turned, but it all worked. So yeah, the other thing I kind of even forgot about it, because for me it's been a while, but the paint job episodes, when we first revealed the truck, yeah, it seemed like the paint job went off rather well. So far, everyone that has commented liked it. I think a couple times when I look at it, I think it's got too much on it. So like the name on the doors, I could do without the name on the doors. I may get rid of the name on the doors at some point and put in like the US DOT numbers on it and all that kind of stuff. I may do something like that, but by the time I actually get to it, we might be changing trucks at some point anyway, so I may just leave it there like that, or I may just take the names off and leave the doors blank. Everything else is okay with me, but the names on the doors, I put them there at first when I was making it because it was like an easy part to do with the paint job. But as I kept adding to it, it was like, I think it's going to be too much, and it seems kind of cheesy to have our names on the door. As someone did mention, it's kind of funny that named the pizza Cindy, but hey, when a pizza's that good, you name it. It's only 300 more miles on the journey, so that's not too bad. Now Vegas, because I've been through Vegas, I don't want to say recently on this profile, but I mentioned at the beginning that we're going to be turning. We're going to be turning. I was getting ready. No, I'm not turning. Son of a... I saw a red line coming up on the GPS, and it's just a wrench at a garage. So I could have passed that truck. Yep, and that car was waiting for me to go. Alright, so it's not as smooth of a drive as I wanted it to be already. Sorry, ma'am, sir, who's ever in the car. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to move over there if I wanted to, and I didn't. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, Vegas, when we go through Vegas there, get into Vegas, it's not like it was a couple years ago when the game first came out. Now I think the interstate going through there, you can do 65, 70. When the game first came out, you had to slow way down. Yeah, most of the time going in Vegas, it's like 25, 30 at best. And of course, when you're first starting out, you don't have long distance points, all that, so all your deliveries were, boom, just right there. So I was hardly ever going far at all. Good old Garfield and Odie. Ever since I got this that mod that you can put stuff in the cab of the truck, and that link is in the description below. I know I get asked quite a bit, like, how do I get all this stuff inside the truck? That I all believe is part of the Sissel's mod pack. I think it's SIS. Is it SISL mod pack, or is it SILS? I forget because it's been so long since I looked at it, but that link is in the description below. Most of the main mods that I use are in the link in the description. I get asked all the time, where do you get this, where do you get that? I've been asked, for some reason, when I'm going through Utah and Colorado, what map mod is that? It's not a mod, that is one of the DLCs from ATS. Although we do have the Coast to Coast mod installed. But just to clarify, I do have all the DLCs for ATS, so every state that we go through, if ATS has released it, we got it. And any other state that we travel in, that is part of the Coast to Coast map. As for Canada, yeah, I would like to do more of Canada, but the problem is going up there, it's not much of an area to cover. And it's hard to stay up there, meaning I can get a load up to like Canada, but I can't like get a load going from Canada to Canada, because when we get to the British Columbia area, it's not that big of a map yet. Looks like we got a big traffic jam up ahead. Yeah, that guy's got some lumber, so make way for him. Nope, I'm going to stay in this lane to see a helicopter, which means there's an accident. Why is that truck? No, you want to get back over here, dude. Yep, you better stay there. You're over here. Then he went back into the slow lane, or the right lane, and then wanted to get back over here. AI traffic can scare you sometimes with that, because you don't know if there's going to merge back over on you. It's like, you know what? You were over here. You ruined your chance, dude. I'm not going to slam on my brakes just because you want to come back over. Although I would, because I don't want to, that'd be my fault. I'd get like a $900 fine plus damage. One thing I don't do anymore, it used to be when we were leaving after picking up a load, we check the GPS to see what route we were taking. But now it's just like, just let GPS show me where we're going. So I don't know how far we're taking the I-15 down. I don't know the interstates that well on the western part of the U.S. I know them roughly, but not that well to know what cities they actually travel through for the most part. I probably will be maybe adding some more of Jazzy Cat's AI traffic. I may put the trucks in there. And I'm probably going to try to take a peek to see if there's any trailer packages I can add. Meaning cargo. I used to have no problem with ETS2 going back before ATS came out, so we're going pre-2016-ish. It used to be, I just went to a modded site, and there were trailers among trailers of mods you can take, or cargo you can take. Now, not all the mods were great, as we, you know, when you go to modded sites, if you will. But most of all, they were pretty darn good. But something you don't see are trailer packages, cargo packages. The one I always gave myself a challenge to, I've talked about this a few times, the ETS2, I had a locomotive package. That where, you know, you had a whole bunch of locomotives you can choose from. And there was one on there, like I said, I think the locomotive was like 150 tons. It's like 150, 175 tons. And I transported that with my Globetrotter. I fixed up my Globetrotter before the trip. It was like a 400-mile trip with that 750 horsepower engine in there. And by the time I got the trip done, I mean, that truck was beat up. And I didn't hit nothing. My shifting and all that was pretty on spot. But man, that truck was beat up after that trip. It was like 12% damage to the engine just because of all the weight. The chassis was kind of worn down quite a bit. But it was a challenge, and that's what made it fun. I made sure when I was taking off ramps that I did not stop, because off ramps with a slight incline with 150 tons behind you, I was not going to go anywhere. So it's pretty much, I better roll up to the intersection, kind of get through it a little bit. I did like those kind of challenges. And for the most part, that's the way I play a lot of the games that I do. When I first start playing a game, like most of us, when you first start playing a game, if you like it, you just enjoy it because it's new, it's exciting. But after you start to get the hang of it, you do like the challenges and such, just to bring the fun back and to see what your ability is to do things. I know when I started this series here, I've been seeing I'm still getting comments like on the first couple of episodes or the first handful of episodes where people are like, oh, I didn't know this this mod was even out there, and they're restarting profiles over. And it's, yeah, it makes it kind of fun to start over and not have, by the time you're level 3, to have like 5 trucks on the road or whatever. Yeah, if you go back and remember our first day, even hiring drivers our first day, the first time our drivers were bringing in money, it's like, if that's the amount of money drivers are bringing in, I'm scared, because, yeah, the first day they were bringing in like just $100. I was like, question, is this going to work? And then it does. Yeah, you realize it does. And even now, I mean, I look at how far we've gotten. So I don't even know what episode we're on, like 60 something. Man, I can't believe it's been 60 episodes already. I think we're around 60, 64, 65. Is that right? Yeah, that probably is. As a company-wise, we're doing pretty darn good, I think. But we do have, like, still $1.75 million loan still to pay off, but we'll get it there for sure. Yeah, I think I need to go to Jazzy Cat and get some of his AI truck traffic in. I think the site I'm going to get his mods are him posting them, so yeah. I do this in Farming Simulator as well. When I use a mod, and if I'm unsure if that's the mod author themselves posting that link, I usually don't post the link because I don't want to send people to a site where they're getting the mod other than from the mod author. Port of entry. So we're going to be getting into Vegas here shortly, which means probably stopping at a way station. Way or no way? No way. So we can skip. It does feel nice to just be cruising here. And of course, now a day that I'm not really in a rush, we're not gonna, you're not there yet, Peanut. You're just trying to dig yourself a hole. Not being in a rush, probably not have no hang-ups or detours or whatever. But at this point here, we're getting there, right now it's saying in a couple of hours. We might drop this off and see if I can find a load going the direction we want. As long as they're not expecting, oh, we're going to Arizona. Alright. I was trying to picture how the road went. I thought cut into Nevada first. 75. Alright, we'll slow down. Is it because we're going downhill? They don't want us going too fast. Let's put the cruise control on. Kind of curious why that car slowed up as much as it did, but oh well. Gotta remember to take a screenshot before we deliver this as well. Yeah, the screenshots always get me. I get so involved in just recording the episode and I start editing the video. I'm like, oh yeah, hey stupid, you didn't take a picture of, yeah. It's almost like I need to put a post-it note on the top of my screen like, hey, how about taking a thumbnail? Why is traffic going as slow as it is? Am I doing... No, I'm doing 55 exactly. So the traffic is just going that slow, I guess. Slow-ish. Yeah, when I was doing the potato thing, I did that on my other profile, by the way. I didn't touch this profile whatsoever when I was doing them. So I remembered that you had to take the potatoes out of Idaho and deliver them anywhere, as long as it was over 100 miles. So I was basically teleporting to Boise, travel to Boise, and of course you had to do external contracts. And it seemed like I had 2 deliveries I could have taken out of Boise, and it was on side roads. I'm like, oh, there's one for 139 miles. That'll be a quick delivery to get off. And it seemed like every time once I got on the side roads, I just got stuck behind traffic that was doing 20 miles an hour under the speed limit. Drive you insane. Alright, AI traffic, up, you got in the fast lane, then got back in the slow lane. Not sure what you're doing. And then you're going to take off. Alright, you do you, sir, slash ma'am, who's ever driving that vehicle. But it's driving me nuts. Although I've said this before, I've ranted about AI traffic and ATS before, but considering other games, AI traffic and ATS is, compared to other games, I would say one of the best that I've played. I'm not saying it's the best one out there because I don't play every game out there that has AI traffic, but overall, it's pretty darn good. Yeah, you're going to see some weird stuff, but, you know, it's just... I don't know what it goes into programming AI traffic, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things going on there. And I don't know what programs, when it's running, what supersedes something else, like when cars move over from one lane to another. Who knows why they're doing it. But compared to other games, this AI traffic is pretty good. But always room for improvement. So still, I did check before I started recording this episode, so still as I'm recording this, no news on the DLCs, which is Wyoming and Texas. Those next two states that we know, Wyoming should be before Texas. Texas, I'm not saying, I mean, this is what I heard, but I've been, well, at least that's what I was told. Texas won't be out until 2022. I haven't heard a word on Wyoming at all, so I don't know when that will be released. Haven't got a clue, but after all that rambling, here it is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are rolling into Viva Las Vegas. Am I getting off here? Yes, I am. Okay. It looked like I was, but you know, sometimes GPS is. It can be kind of deceiving. At least to me it is. And this one I know I'm getting off here as well. So I'll get all the way over. I can see I'm turning right and right. Just going to cut it wide here. And you know what? I'm just about at my destination. What I'm going to do is I'm going to exit on out. I think I'm going to take a screenshot right here as I go around the corner. So let me go ahead and take care of that. Of course, you'll probably already seen it because it's probably going to be the thumbnail. Probably, he says, it will be the thumbnail. And just like that, you guys miss nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright, so let's go ahead and deliver this. And like I said, it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll see what's out here in Vegas to deliver. And then, I need to make... Missed the car. I'm trying to swing wide so when I cut back in here, I don't clip the gate as well. Uh-oh. No, we got it. We got it. Yeah, it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so if I can find something that doesn't need to be somewhere until tomorrow, and we can do it, we'll take it, because we still got 3 hours on the clock. Where am I going with this? Oh, in that corner there. Alright, so that's going to be a blind side. I may not have left myself enough room to do this. Alright, I did. Oh, someone just... the comment just came to me. Someone did leave a comment when I'm backing in like this. There's a zoom button, but I forgot what button the zoom button is. You know what? You hang on a second here. For you, it's going to be just a flicker of a screen, but for me, it's going to take me a second to find out what button is the zoom button. Alright, so I remapped the key so I can find it much easier. I just made my Z key on my keyboard. This feels really weird now. Does it help? Yes and no. It's something I definitely got to get used to. Alright, so let me reset here. While I was in there, I also looked to see what button was for hazard lights. Because a couple times I wanted to use hazard lights and... forgot what key that was. So even this can be kind of tricky. No, I'm doing this really terrible. Really terrible. This blind side backing in can get me every time. Full concentration is what I'm doing. I think it's going in this bay. I may have clipped some material on my driver's side because I'm too focused on this side over here. Try to get my trailer more squared up to our area here. We'll get it here. We're almost there. Kick it back this way. There we go. Park and brake. We'll turn the engine off. We'll decouple. That was a little painful, but overall not too bad. I just get used to that zoom button. Leave no branch behind. 2 out of 3. I don't even know what achievement that part of that achievement is. Let's go ahead and continue. Doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter, but let's see what's on the job market. See if I can find something going where we want to go. Here's on, maybe if I clip on, we're kind of in the middle here. Well, there's one up to Seattle. They'd have me go that way, huh? Interesting. So not really, I was thinking if it was through Seattle, it might have me go up this way. I could always change it, but, let's see, Colorado, Bakersfield is like over here. Yeah. They're expecting it tomorrow. That's something I cannot, tomorrow morning, that is. Today is a Tuesday in game, right? Yes, it's a Tuesday. There's one to LA, kind of a short bus. San Diego. I mean, it's not quite where we're looking to go, so Seattle, Thursday. So that gives me a little bit today. A little bit of today. And then I got all day Wednesday and Thursday, because they don't expect until Thursday at 7. So that's 22. I got about 24 hours of drive time. And then they're saying 24 hours of drive time. That's if I go that way. Can I change that route if I were to... No, I can't change the route here. That's kind of a... I don't want to say a weird route. I thought... It looks like it would go quicker this way, right? But that's cutting it too close. So I'm tired of cutting it close. What's in Prim? Spokane. Yeah, they got me going that way as well. There's one to LA. They expect it Wednesday by 11. 5.5 hours. I mean, I'm not really seeing anything here that's that interesting. Yes, I could probably do this one. Because that gives me almost 5 hours to deliver it tomorrow, and I can knock off a couple hours today. And it's a 5.5 hour trip, so I could get me over to LA. Then we can just shoot up California. And we're already at Walmart, so you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll grab this. Get me out of Las Vegas / No, I'm in Las Vegas, not in Prim. Kind of in the middle. But we'll go ahead and get this one. We'll get some miles done today. And any little miles we get done today, because technically I should be able to get it done if I started the trip tomorrow, but we'll get some done today. It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But I got a little bit of a trip to do before I get there, don't I? It's all good. That was a full and complete stop. And the reason why I decided to finally take that trip is because I may have the same issue tomorrow morning out of Las Vegas / Prim, not being able to find a load going to Northern California, but I think out of LA, I hope we can find something when we get this delivered tomorrow, that we can find a load going up the I-5 in California and kind of go through there. And then I'm thinking, after we go wherever we're going, to Northern California, we're gonna take a trip maybe to Florida. Florida trip may not be a bad idea. Get back down into the coast-to-coast map. Yep, I mean Florida. I do like traveling in Florida on the coast-to-coast map. That is done well over nicely. camera down here because we can. Oh, starting to rain. I'm only 11th gear. How about 12th gear? That'd be good. So our new Michelin weather tires, how do they handle in the rain? I mean, I'm not hauling anything, so it's going to be a little different. Right now, it seems to be doing well. Yeah, I know I'm speeding, but I'm trying these tires out in the rain. I go into high speeds, but right now we don't have a low, but we will in a little while. Just like that, we're arriving in Prim. So we're not going to be able to drive too far. Oh, my brakes are not working that well, though. I think they've changed this, from what I remember. This used to be, we just went, you know, under an overpass. It used to be, I think that was actually an intersection. And boy, was it hard to cross there sometimes. This is a different kind of a, okay, I know what Walmart, what did I say? This is a different Walmart that I remember seeing, but I got it now. Freight market, that should be here. Like I said, we're just going over to LA with empty pallets, 40,000 pounds. Should not be an issue getting it there. We'll get a couple hours in today, and it should just leave me like 3.5 hours tomorrow. So plenty of time to get that load there. Trailer should be staring me right in the face, and it kind of is. I like that advanced coupling. When I do have to, sometimes when I use a modded trailer, or used to. There was a modded trailer used out there quite a bit, and it didn't accept advanced coupling. And it reminds me of how easy it is to back up to a trailer. This being the general vicinity, it's like, oh, I can attach it being that far away from the trailer? It seemed kind of weird. So I do play with advanced coupling on. Alright, so now we'll see what it kind of rides like with 20,000 pounds, or sorry, 20,000 tons behind us with these tires. I probably need to check, Cindy, you're in the back seat there. You want to get your tablet out and do a quick check of where we need to be resting here. It is 3 something in the afternoon. So I got about 2 hours of driving. So there, I mean, how far is that? That's 3 hours away? All right. How's that 4 hours away? What? Oh, because I was on the wrong side of the rest. Okay, yep. Sorry, my bad. 1 hour and 11 minutes. So that's where we're going to stop. It's better than getting nothing done today and then resting early. We're still going to get done on the early side. And I can gas up when we get to Los Angeles. We are doing fine on fuel anyways. Get back on the I-15. Yeah, so the rain still does make it not turn as well, so yeah, I'm just a noob that drives a truck in the rain on ATS. Not used to it at all. Whoa, I thought he was going a lot faster than he was. I'm like, yeah, he's clear. Just barely he was clear. Don't want to get no scratches on my new paint job. So about an hour out. So that's going to put us right around 4 o'clock. Well, speed limit's only 55 through here. I need to slow on down because we're not in a rush. Yeah, just an afternoon summer storm that kind of just breezed on through. Let's turn those wipers back off. .55 is usually what you get when you get into California, so... Did I cross the state line there and I just missed it? Either way, like I said, not in a big rush. Seems kind of weird though when you're on an interstate like this and you're doing the speed limit of 55 and you're looking out the windshields and you're thinking you're doing like 30. It just seems so slow. I don't know if you just saw that, but one speed limit sign said, hey, speed limit 70, and like, not even like 20 yards after that, it says speed limit 55. So I think we made a little bit of cash today. Well, we did actually rather well. What I mean is we're going in the up direction, even after paying $6,000 towards our loan. I think we started the day at $110,000. We're up to $112.5. So money is going up as we're paying off $6,000 a day on interest, or on loan and interest. Yeah, so I am thinking that, are we at our rest area already? Yes, we are. So I'll save what I was thinking about until next episode. How about that? No fuel station here, so we'll just have to go on through, but we should be fine. Where is the rest area itself for trucks? I think I need to be... I'm seeing the way trucks are parked. Alright, so trucks parking is straight ahead, cars go to the right. I don't want to park underneath a light post because the birds will sit on the light post and crap on your truck all night long. I mean, that's not a good parking job, is it? Actually, I'm in my lane, but I'm too far out. Let's get my nose back into the parking area. Of course, now I'm trying to drive in third person, which I shouldn't be doing at all. There we go. And park and brake, that should be. Engine is off. I do like that modded engine that we got in here, the E9 V8, 620 horsepower is what we got. So this is where we're parking for the night, somewhere, I don't even know exactly where we are. Where are we? World map. Okay, so we are in California. Right when we left Prim, we crossed the state line and did not see it. But tomorrow, next episode, we'll be going through Barstow, on our way to LA. We got like another, 4 hours on that journey. We'll get there in time, and then we'll find something that goes up through. So you can see, somewhere at Sacramento and north, they changed the map because we've been up and down this interstate before, but now it's not yellow, which means we actually haven't been on the new part of the map, I guess. So they redid this here, so we're going to have to take the I-5 and anywhere up into here. Once we get up to here, wherever it may be, well, we got to see what loads are available to us. And then we'll try to find a load going, I don't know, maybe to North Carolina? Try to cut through Tennessee. We're going to try to avoid the northern parts. You can see the northern parts of the coast-to-coast map. Not really touched, as you can see. If you have been watching on the episode, you saw the journeys through here. Not much to see. Occasionally there's a few things, like in through here and in through here. You might see some things done over. But for the most part, it's barren from city to city. So we'll try to stick to the southern part. So we'll head up to Northern California, southern parts of Oregon, and then find our way down. Like I said, maybe we'll try to get over to North Carolina kind of area. It's been a long time since I've been there. I think we tried doing it once before. You can see we've been down to the Florida Keys. But yeah, that'll take a while. I don't know. I think we can take trips up to 2,500 miles. Hang on a second. Skills. 2,500 miles as far as, as far as we can go. That's quite a ways. Like I said, how is our bank account? So profit in the 7 days is still over $100,000, which is nice. We'll slowly pay off that loan as it is. Trailers, I'll have a quick look at it just to see how much a trailer will cost us. Although, like I said, I like trailers for a little bit. Then after a while, I like to ditch them just to change out our options as for driving on the road. But hopefully, there's a slim chance, very slim chance, next episode, at the end of the next episode, we might be able to buy a truck and a hired driver. But I want to make sure I leave enough money in the bank account to when the next day comes. We got $6,000 every day to pay up, so I may wait until we get $130,000 in the bank account. And I'm not going to go through our drivers to see who's going to finish deliveries. We'll have to see how it comes. And yeah, that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.